Hi, this lesson is on two-dimensional array, also known as 2D array. After completing this lesson, you'll be able to tell the characteristics of 2D array. You'll be able to explain the memory layout and initialization of 2D array elements. You'll be also able to apply inter-function communication of 2D array in three different ways. The two dimensions are rows and the columns. For representing those, two subscripts will be sufficient. And in that process, two-dimensional array is essentially a table of values with one or more rows. These are individual rows and there are individual columns. And the individual array elements can be used just like any other C variable. So the typical declaration is, first it will be the type, data type, then the array name, then the row size within square bracket, then column size within square bracket, and of course the semicolon for done. Let's now have a look at the possible initializations. So here we are dealing with 2 by 3 integer array declaration. The name of the two-dimensional array is table. So this is the way we can also initialize along with the declaration. There are two rows. So here we are representing the first row and here the second row. The individual rows are basically enclosed under curly brackets, and the first row content and second row content are again enclosed within curly brackets and separated by commas. Of course, the declaration and initialization statement can be again terminated by using a semicolon. When you are initializing, it is possible to keep the first dimension as blank or rather open, but it's not a great challenge because just by counting the number of row contents or rather the number of rows, it can populate the first dimension. But in any case, besides the first dimension, you must provide all other dimensions. Okay, that is the rule of the game for playing around two-dimensional arrays in C program. So you have noticed that this is basically the content of the first row, and accordingly it is getting populated here, 20 is getting populated here, 30 is getting populated here. So the first row is populated fully, and here is the second row, 40 over here, 50 over here, 60 over here. So this is row number 0, row number 1. This is column number 0, column number 1, and column number 2, all for 2 by 3 array. So it essentially means like 2 rows and 3 columns array. In case of missing initialization, the corresponding entries will be auto initialized as 0. So 10 over here, 20 over here, this is going to be initialized as 0, and this 40 is going to be populated, but 50 and 60 will be replaced by 0. Okay. When you are initializing, instead of writing everything in a flat line, you can also represent it like a two-dimensional array. So this is indicating the first row, this is indicating the second row, and these are the individual columns. So the array we just checked, this is indicating the first row, and in memory it should be stored like this, and the second row will come immediately after that, and within the row the columns will be all arranged sequentially. So this is our row measure ordering. In total there are 2 into 3, 6 elements. Over here also we are having 6 elements in total in the memory. So within the respective rows, it can just be treated like a simple array. So 10, 20, 30 is one simple array, 40, 50, 60 is another simple array. Just like one-dimensional array, the functions can pass arrays in 3 different ways: passing a specific array element, passing address of the array element, and passing enter. Please check the examples here. So here a specific array element, rather the value of the array element has been passed, and in this case a specific row has been passed, and in this case the entire 2-dimensional array has been passed. Please take a pause and check this example carefully. Well, the expected outputs are like the following. So these are the row 1 elements, and these are the all the elements after passing the entire array. Let's now solve a problem. Sum of 2-dimensional arrays. You have already learned this concept under engineering mathematics, and from there you should remember that this summation is allowed only when the arrays are of same size. So you can add up 2 arrays both with 2 into 2 size, but if one of the matrix or the array is with different size, then the sum is not allowed. Now have a quick look at this example. So you know that the corresponding values are to be added: -1, 3, 2, 6, 0, 5, and 5 and 2. So in that way the sum should be actually 2857. Write a C program now for implementing this logic. Please pause the video while you are writing the code. Please now compare your solution with this program. Here we have taken modular approach. So this module is for reading a particular array. This module is for displaying the elements of a particular array. I mean here here the arrays are basically 2-dimensional arrays, and this particular module, this particular function is for adding the corresponding elements of the 2 matrices or the 2 arrays, and this is the main module. So first declare the arrays to be added, and this is for storing the result. Then within a loop you capture the rows and columns. Ensure that the row value is not 0 or negative, or row value is not greater than the maximum size. Same for the columns. As long as the row and column value is not correctly entered by the user, this loop is to be read. For the correct row column inputs, you take the details of first array, and also for the second array you have to use the read matrix function, and then you have to do the sum operation using sum matrix, and of course you'll be providing the mat1, mat2 as the input arrays and sum as the output array. After that you'll be displaying the result through this matrix. These are the lesson references. Thank you.